What's up, y'all? It's your girl J Renee with Prison Riot Radio. I hope that you're doing well. This evening we got an author by the name of Freshh Moneyy on the line. He wants to talk to us about his book, tell us where we can find it, and we're going to see how we can support him. So let's get right to it. All right, bro, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing pretty well. Thanks for asking. Thanks for pulling up on us. Tell the people a little bit about yourself and where you from.
From Brooklyn. It's Freshh Moneyy. I'm currently incarcerated in New York State Prison. 12 years now, 15 years sentence. And, I've always been into like the urban fiction. It's kind of like an escape for me. I used to read a lot of books. That was one of my favorite books, actually. So shout out to Dutch author. And a couple years ago, I started taking it a little serious. I had my son, 2020, and I started taking it a little serious, the book thing, and I signed the contract on last year's time. Urban Ain't Dead. They gave me the opportunity, and right now I'm on my second book. It's called Bandemic, and I'm just trying to get everything going.
Okay. Well, congratulations on being a published author twice. That's definitely an achievement, so kudos on that. So before we get into your second book, tell us the name of your first book and the premise.
Okay, so my first book is Hand Looks for the Holidays. It was a short story of the Bella, New York perspective on the book. And, it was just basically to get my name out there. I know the author Elijah Friedman, he did an Atlanta one, so he just wanted me to, touch base on a New York perspective on it. So, just like I said, just get my name out there. My first book came about.
Okay. So what inspired you to write this second book?
My second book is actually that's the book I've been working on for years. The parents, I'm 31 years old. So for my lifetime, the pandemic is like the biggest thing, that happened. So, it was definitely, from a street perspective, that helped a lot of people in ways and similar, people getting money in. It stopped a lot of things. So I kind of basically took my story and incorporated it with that, and that's how I started that book 2020. And over the years, every time I tried to actually get it out there, something happened. The first time I lost my property, transferred from jails. The second time I lost it during the sheriff search. So, it just always helped my book get better. So I felt like now was the perfect time to actually get it out there. And, that's my baby. That book is my baby.
Okay, for sure. We can't wait to see about it. So I want to get into, the fact that you read it all. Have you been writing all your life, or was it something that you got into after reading?
No, I got into writing about 2016. I've been incarcerated 12 years on this one. Before this, I did a juvenile bid. My juvenile bid is when I introduced a staff member to bring books. But like I said, during this bid, being in the box, I'm reading a lot of different authors. Corvez, Buzz, Henry Clark, different authors. And it always fascinated me, different stories and everything. So I just feel myself and just share my books, like my stories, outside. I noticed that he was very interested in what I had to say. So the first book I penned was called Life's Like a Movie. I wrote 2 parts to the book. I never really did nothing with it, though. I kind of wasn't all the way there with it, I didn't know if I wanted to do a first person or third person. It was just me just putting it down on paper. And like I said, over the years, I'll stop and then I'll read a book that was inspired me. And I should write some more. And in 2020, I got my son. When I had my son, I got to leave something to him, So this book thing is something that I was really passionate about, and it's just I was always distracted. So I started serious.
Okay. Well, I'm glad that you did. You got these 2 books. Well, actually 4 books under your belt, but 2 available to us. So now that this is complete, have you even started to think about the next book, or are you just trying to let this one simmer?
Yeah, I actually have 6 books deal with Urban Ain't Dead. Bandemic has 5 parts. But altogether, I have 17 books written.
Okay.
The book game is kind of just like my stepping stone. It's the platform to get my name out there, but my ultimate goal is TV series. Like, I want to turn all my books to TV series. So that's all right, man.
Okay, that's very achievable. You know what I mean? We wish you much success on that. So, tell people where they can find your book at.
You can find my book on Amazon. Bandemic is the second one. Here, look for Hobbies New York is the first one, or you can find it on urbandead.com.
Okay. And how can people reach out to you if they want to get in contact to see what you're doing?
To get in contact with me, you can hit me up on Instagram. It's Fresh's, FRESHEST, up to Fresh's. And Facebook, my Facebook is Freshh Moneyy, 2 H's, 2 R's.
All right. I want to give you an opportunity to address the listeners. You know what I mean? It could be some gems, some shout outs, whatever's on your mind. The floor is yours.
Shout outs, I would like to shout out my nephew, Toto, my nephew, Coco. They happy, man. Those are the ones who did the most promotion and take my book off me. My sister's staff, inspired me to really stay focused with it. My brother, Flatline, he's also incarcerated. He always fought for me. So my support system, man, they still here through it all. So my son, my baby mother, everybody who's been here through it, ones that thought of me too.